Alright, today we are doing the Alchemical Hydra boss. So starting out with gear, you want to maximize your prayer bonus actually, because you don't really take that much damage. You also need just one antidote, because if you do get hit by the poison, you will get poisoned. But once you get it down, it's super easy to avoid. So you really probably won't even need this eventually, but I bring one just to be careful. But then mostly pea pots, a little bit of food, Alks, Rada's blessing for if you have it to get there. Otherwise, you can use the fairy ring to go to just by the farming guild and run up to the volcano there, teleport away, ranging potions. So if you do have crystal, you can use the Bofa. It's very good here as well. Otherwise, twisted bow, or you can do a armadillo crossbow or excuse me, dragon hunter crossbow and a twisted buckler. You could use a ring of the gods if you wanted to, or if you have some extra cash. But this is honestly one of the easiest bosses in the game, so let's just get to it. We're going to teleport right to Mount Karulm. Oh yeah, I guess if you haven't done the Kura and Kobos elites, you can't wear Devout boots or Pegasian boots. You need the Brimstone or whatever the ones are that you need inside this dungeon here to prevent from getting absolutely rocked. As far as your quick prayers, Rigor and Protect from Magic is good, or Protect from Range, either one. You don't really get a choice what they start with. They start attacking with either range or mage, and there's just no way to know. So just pick one. I always pick magic. But the main thing that you do need to do to prep for this is you actually do need, well, I would highly recommend marking tiles. I'll try to get a good overview of the tiles here that I've marked. And the whole boss is counting to 3, so I just put some numbers here to be the sequence of tiles that you go to. You start on that one, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 is actually not real. I don't know why I had that one. Okay, so just quick before I jump in here, you every 3 attacks that he does on all of these phases, afterwards he does a little animation and then he switches attack styles. It's mage and range. He's just going to flip between mage and range. Once you get to the black phase, he alternates his attacks every single time. But for the most part, it's pretty simple. The reason for the tiles that you stand on is because you want him over particular chemical vents, depending on what phase he's in. So you'll see how it goes once we get in there. But I'm gonna take a sip of ranging pod, and I'm just, the first time, the first time you're going in here for a trip, the trips are quite long. Okay, he used range first, so I'm gonna switch to range. So he did 1 range, 2 range, 3 range. Then I'm going to switch to prayer or mage. But on this first one, he does do a poison after his first 3. So just keep that in mind. He is going to do a poison attack. Once you get past the poison attack, though, then you just move 1 square up every time he attacks or every time you attack. So he switched now to range 1, and we're going to wait for blue. 2, 3. So we'll switch here, and hopefully his head will fall off soon. Not really hitting very hard for some reason. Okay, so he's going blue, and we're at count 2. So once he's on the vent for this one, then you can go back down here and just wait until he does his special attack 1. And his special attack 2 doesn't really, I don't know, it doesn't seem to be a big pattern on what step it uses. All right, so when it does the lightning like that, that's when you click 8. And I'll show you, I'm going to do 2 kills because it is a little different switching between the first time you're here and the second time. Like once you're in here for a trip, you can just go stand on that tile and it's just a little smoother. It can get kind of hectic once you're in here. All right, so with this red phase though, we're going to wait till he walks up here. And when he's up here, we're going to do something called a fire wave skip. We're going to wait till the fire crosses this line right now and click that. And that is going to prevent you from getting burned. And what I mean by that is you literally start on fire and you start saying youch. 1, alternate, but you still count to 3 on this guy, on this last phase, 3. After the counting to 3, he does an acid attack, and it's only the first time, so now I don't really have to count to 3 anymore. I'm just going to alternate prayers until he dies. But if you do get set on fire, you have to walk it off, and that is exactly what it sounds like. You just keep walking around until your guy stops saying "youch." All right, so that was a little, a little hectic or a little fast-paced trying to explain it as we go here. So we do have a couple seconds here, 20 seconds in between. So again, I just want to walk through this. So when we start here, we're going to flip on our rigor and protect magic. If he does use protect switches, if he is using a range attack, we'll switch to protect from range really quick. But we'll count to 3, switch prayers, and then dodge his acid. And that's how we start this every single time. So put mage out, and it was range. So the difference there, range is those little pins, and mage is like 3 balls of magic, I guess. So 1, 2, 3, and we're going to dodge the acid. So take a look at this attack. See how, or it's 4, I guess, 4 little magic balls versus 2 pins and needles type attacks. All right, so he did his third one. There's 1. We're waiting for him to turn blue. There, he's turned blue. So we're going to step down onto the blue tile, and he's over the vent. So now we can walk over here and stand on this one. 2, or that was 3. He did the animation 1. All right, so he's going to do his special attack probably, yeah, there it is. So we're going to wait for it to show up right there, and we click up on our square. And I forgot, I lost count here, so I'm just going to wait for that. Oh, there it is, for the animation 1. So this is nice and easy. Sit here until he turns red. 2, 3. 1, 2, and he goes red, so we go down here. He's over the vent, so now we can go up here and wait. And 1, we wait for him to walk up here, and we go to 13, 2. All right, so we go sit up here at 13, and we're going to wait for the fire to cross this line. There it is. Another successful skip. Now we can just keep blasting him. And when, oh yeah, I forgot to mention, when he does turn to the final phase, whatever he attacked with last, you need to switch to the opposite of that. So if his last attack was magic, no matter what the, oh, see, I messed it up there. So that's what I had to drink an antidote when he poisons you. Messed up the switch there too. What I was saying though was if he, so even if he used like his third magic attack in the red phase and then switched to the final phase, you would still switch to protect from range, even though it was like the last attack in a set of 3 from the red phase. So it's just no matter what he gets you with, you're gonna need to switch your prayers. All right, well, I feel like this is the worst guide I've ever made just because it's kind of hard to explain as you're going, but hopefully that was helpful. Watch it a couple times and see what I do, and you'll get the hang of it. It's really not too bad. That is it. Thank you.